Hello everyone, what's up? So I'm recording this video after a long time, and I wanted to clear. I've got a lot of questions. People asking me that how do we decide that where to go long, where to go short? How do we actually get those areas, and how do we make up our mind that this is the right area or this is not a right area? So by seeing chart and by reading chart in a correct manner, it will give you a lot of insight that what market is doing, and by following candlestick patterns and price action very carefully will give you more confident that the action that you're taking to go long or short uh, is okay or not, or is you know uh, plus you have to always tackle with your risk management. So even if you're 100% sure that you know this trade is will be a hit, or this will go up or this will go down, even if you're 100% sure, do not risk what you have decided earlier. So do not break your risk management rules. So let's get started with Euro USD. This is a fresh chart. I have not analyzed it yet. So let's see what we have got. So this is a 4-hour chart. So I'm analyzing 4-hour chart. So let's see what we have got. Okay, so this is March high. Okay, okay, so this was the peak, then this was another. So you can say that lower highs, and if you see that higher lows, so there is some contraction of price here. So we need to look at very carefully that what price is trying to do. So we have an impulse move towards downside, then we have an impulse, or you can say a correction towards upside, then we see another down move, but it did not break the previous low. Now it is trying to make higher highs, then a couple of lows. So we have to carefully look what price is doing in this area. So how do we study? Okay, what are we looking here? Okay, so if I carefully look at this, was the down move, and then price starts to go up. If you see, if I will zoom it, let me zoom it. If you see these two candles where indecision comes into the picture, there was no clear sign uh, that price is going to go up or going to go down, but this particular candle, the pin bar, gives a lot of instructions or a lot of insight that after the impulse move towards upside, um, now no more buyers are interested, and there is a price rejection, and sellers might be interested. So after this, price did go down, but again then an impulse move towards upside, then another bullish candle, and then so this type of price movement will always give traders a lot of problems. So even if you open a short position here based on this, you did earn something, but eventually if your stops are above this candle or something, eventually your stops must have hit. And so these type of price action, we have to always look at very carefully. So Yeah, so we have an impulse move, then some indecision here, then price did go down, but after breaking some of the accounts or after hitting few stop losses, which is okay. But if you see this kind of, if I draw here, just so this looks like kinda. Now maybe we have to just let me just draw it on a smaller time frame chart. Yeah, so this looks like an head and shoulder. So if I draw it properly, it might give me some insight here. Yeah, so this is kind of head and shoulder pattern where um, or we can say that, yeah, okay, so the break of trend line, then a retest, you can say. Not exactly the perfect head and shoulder pattern, but yeah, similar to that. Okay, so um, that's how we need to see charts very carefully and understand that are we looking at some price patterns or not. So let me go back to the 4-hour chart. Let me go back to the 4-hour chart. Okay, so this also looks like contraction pattern where price is not doing anything, just uh, moving into indecision pattern where it is not making clear higher highs, and there is no such high volatile movements, very less power in the candle, and finally we have a break here towards the downside, and now price is trying to go down. So if I look at this area, this particular area, this gives me little more confidence that this could be a potential support. So if I say that this is my support, this is my support. So what I'm looking here is impulse move down, correction, again a down move, some correction, again a short impulse towards downside. We can still see some correction and again down, some correction, again down. So the kind of pattern that I'm talking about is, all the basic patterns. So what I'm trying to say is you might see some more movement here, break towards downside, and then again some movement towards upside, again a flag, and again towards downside. So if these things are not happening, we can see uh, price might just go here, and then you see an up move, and then some contraction, and then break toward upside. So anything is possible. What I'm trying to say that if you read chart by understanding the market structure, I will only act when price reaches this area, and if we have a certain bounce here or a certain rejection here, I will then look at a continuation pattern to go long. I will not immediately go long. I will look at certain continuation pattern which will give me more confirmation to go long. By this scenario, if I draw few more trend lines to give me a clear picture, I will be drawing a trend line like this, which says that the key areas price is respecting this trend line. So if the price moves like this, touching this and towards the downside, this will solve our purpose. This will solve our price purpose. And so this could be one picture of euro dollar where price could move down, touch this crucial support zone, and if we see a major rejection here, I might be interested in taking a long position. However, seeing the trend is down, this price might drop to this level and go down here, and then again a move towards downside. This could be another you can say possibility. So look at the both the possibilities of going long and going short. The people who wanted to go long or who have long bias, what I would suggest that you should wait for price to give you confirmation here to go long. And if you are still getting some, you can say, some rejection here, and I would say that you should wait and see what price is doing at this key area. And if it's not giving you a clear picture, you can just close your position in partial profits or just move your stops to break even. And if you see a larger rejection here, I would see that for the long people, you should wait for price to go down to the previous area to again find some long opportunities. So if I extend this trend line, sorry, so even if price goes down after giving you such signal and price is here, if price is still respecting this area after touching this, then also I will not be interested in going long. I want a clear picture so that price should give me such confirmation where I can trust upward channel, or I have some confirmation to see continuation pattern towards the upside. So as the trend is down, euro is going to get weaker in future. This is what market structure is telling me. One more interesting thing is, when the impulse move towards down happened, the second move towards down did not break the previous low. So this could give me one clarification that if price is trying to break this low, it might break the second low as well. So if I consider this as my key area of going long, and if price is breaking this, if these things are happening, if a break happens and then a retest and then towards downside, we can see the similar type of break here as well. We can see that down, then up, and then towards the downside. We can see this type of movement as well. But the key factor while analyzing any chart is to understand behavior of chart patterns at the key areas. Okay, so as you see, the channel is towards the downside, but so let's talk about long possibilities. So this could be a long possibility here with a very tight stops, you can say. If this was a rejection, previous rejection, I would be interested that okay, fine, this could be my stop and target area should be near to this level. Okay, which is a decent risk to reward. But if you're not interested in taking position at that area, my next long position should be at this level based on confirmation which I'm getting. So again, there is no price action which we can see because this is the lowest area. There's no price action we can see. So generally, whatever risk to reward you're taking based on that. So we do not have any such area to put our stop losses. So you can decide whatever you like to do or some basic calculation. So the structure clearly says that euro is going to get weaker. uh, not Even if not talking about not on long run, but at least on a short run, we can see price can see a little uptrend to this area, and if price rejects that, we can see a low. So if you talk about short positions, um, I will be interested in going short when I see price reaching, crossing this level, and reaching to few of these heights. But for now, I'll be more towards the long side, thinking that if price can give me some entry here or here, then I will be interested in going long. So this is just a small piece of analysis which I can share with you on Euro USD. My only thing um, to you all guys is that whenever you read any price chart, uh, try to try to understand price action a lot. So uh, based on key reversal areas. So if I want to understand price action here, I will be interested that what price is doing here. So do we see any rejection here? Do we see any hammer, or do we see any pin bar here? If we are seeing that much, that means sellers are buyers are not interested at that price level. Same happened here. I mean, you have to understand why this reversal has happened. You have to understand, you have to read this price area. So each price area has a significant information, plus the market structure, the correction patterns, the continuation patterns, gives you a lot of information and a lot of knowledge how price is respecting that patterns. Always remember, human behavior, it is all a study of human behavior. So human tends to do the same things over and over again, and we humans trade these charts. So this reflects, how do we trade. So this reflects our personality. So same thing, price action patterns and all these things tends to repeat over and over again. So if you are finding such type of uh, you know contractual patterns and rising wedge pattern, and you can able to decide to go short here with stops above it, that will be, you will understand that these market trends or market structure gives a lot of confidence to the traders to understand that to trade in the right direction for sake, and it will be easier for them even if they hit a couple of stop losses. uh, One or two trades, profitable trades, will cover those losses because you are in the right direction and you know how to read charts. So yeah, one more thing, I'll be launching a very small a course on basics of forex trading, where I'll be discussing more of these techniques, how to analyze chart, and it'll be a good opportunity for the beginners to take that course and try to learn it. The price will not be that much significant, so I have kept it very low so that everybody can buy and start learning the basic concepts and the basic things which is required to make you profitable. Thank you for watching.